Alrighty then. Firestone, Mind Haze, Cosmic Crusher. Oh shit, it's juicy. I made a poor choice here. What's up, Harry? How you doing? What's up, Savage? I am doing well. How are you doing today? Hopefully you didn't get stopped out in today's volatility. I got stopped out twice live trading Bitcoin. It was terrible. But my ton trade still open. Still open everywhere. Still open everywhere. Still up 32% over here. We're still up 18% over here. Up $492 on the day. I might actually close this one. I might close this one because that is the daily profit I'm looking for. That's what I want. So I might close this one. We'll see if it starts moving up or not. Still in it over here, up 39%. Still in it over here, up 32% on this one. Are you bullish or bearish? I'm still bullish. We had a little tick down. It wasn't really a big deal. The thumbnail should say it all. The thumbnail should say it all. Also, there's news that popped up tonight, which was interesting. You got liquidated. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Can we check FART and ADA? Alright, we'll check it out. FART coin. ADA. We will check both of those out for you, Savage. No worries. Yeah, it's a shame you got liquidated. They were coming after those longs today. They were really coming after them. Luckily, I was sitting in ton. Ton didn't really move that much. We really went sideways. Probably because we put in like a triple bottom here. It's going to be a lot harder to push this thing below this triple low. It's going to be a lot harder. Yo, what's up, Henry? How you doing? Let's go, Porky. Let's go. But yeah, I saw this back test this morning and I was like, I gotta get in there. I'm still waiting. Still waiting. But yeah, we had some news drop. So I guess tomorrow for the inflation reading, we're aiming at 2.8. I feel like it's going to come in lower than expected because, once again, the jobs data is showing people don't have work. So how are we paying higher prices? I don't see it happening. Also, we have multiple large companies talking about, yeah, we're making way less in profits. So I don't think inflation is really the issue anymore. But you know what? Wall Street can freak out about whatever they want, I guess. We also had Trump come out and sign an executive order to push the tariffs on China for another 3 months. And I was like, oh, okay. So we don't have to worry about the tariffs. And then we also have these reports coming out about CPI report. We're going to start seeing that tariff inflation, which we've seen that the last 3 months. All 3 months in a row. We're going to start seeing that inflation now. So I just love the boogeyman of inflation at this point. You want Sui, Simon? Alright, we can check out Sui for you. Sui. I don't know. I just have fatigue over people freaking out over inflation numbers. Because they're like, but the tariffs. And then when they come out, no inflation, lower than expected. Then it's like, oh my god, how did that happen? Just dumb. GFI and PNG, please. Both could be so close to a breakout, in my opinion, but I need your eagle eyes. We will check it out. We will check it out. GFI, PNG. I'll definitely say GFI, that's one of those that I'm like, I'm not even paying attention to it till we get closer to the end of the year. I'm just holding it. Maybe accumulating more here and there, but I'm not too worried about it breaking out like tomorrow. But yeah, and then also Trump decided to announce a new labor statistics person, or the lead of Bureau of Labor Statistics. It is EJ Antoni. Cool. Got a new guy in there. Awesome, love it. Oh, Saga looks nice. That's cool. I don't know what Saga is. Don't know what it is. All right, so the tokens we're going to be looking at today, we are already looking at ton right now. Just want to show it to you. If we hit my target, there's a strong possibility we head to $4.14. So there's that. But if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we could see much more upside, getting us to this 50% retrace or even a daily level of resistance. That is a 46% move out of ton token. So ton, I do think it is one that should be on everybody's radar. When this thing does start to move, it might move a lot faster than you think. So all aboard. Anyways, we're going to be checking out Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Uniswap, Cookie, Bonk, and Pengu. That is the list that I have for you today. If you didn't hear yours and you would like me to check it out, feel free to request it. Remember, non-members, 2 requests, and then it's a $5 dono after. If you are a member, 3 requests, then $5 dono for everyone after that. I do an extremely simple way of doing TA, and you guys could very well learn as I do it. But other than that, you can also join the free Discord where you can request charts throughout the day when I'm not live. Here is the Discord right here, and if you look right here in the Discord, chart requests. You can request anything where I end up giving you the insight that I have based off what I see on the chart. And yeah, then you can just do all of your own research based off your own opinions and all that other good stuff. Let's dive on into it. So looking at Bitcoin, actually we're going to look at Bitcoin on the daily, because Bitcoin on the daily looked terrible. Absolutely terrible. Giant wick to the upside, that's not a good sign. We don't like to see those wicks. Those wicks are scary. Those wicks are bad. Right now we're trying to see a little bit of bullish momentum, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Seeming like we're finding a ton of resistance at 119,284 for reasons unknown. Those are not daily candle closes. So, no idea why that became such a huge level of resistance, but now it is. Great. Your 4-hour stochastic is reset. You're back pretty much in neutral territory, still above the 200 simple moving average, so we're not bearish at all by any means. We're broken out of the bull flag. All right. Maybe we decide to come back down to 116,705 if somehow, some way we have a hot inflation reading. Maybe we come down to 115. No idea. I still don't think we're going to have a hot inflation reading. But that's just my opinion. We're going to see the data tomorrow. Looking at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is doing everything it can not to pump. like if you notice, it's doing everything it can. It got into the territory back here where you're expecting this thing to get a continuation up, and then we had some weird price action throughout the day. Really weird price action as it kept on falling. So we have room to fall, we have room to go up. They're deciding to be indecisive. Looking at the 15-minute time frame, this is showing us we're probably going to see a little bit more downside overnight. Realistically, come down here, confirm our low, $118,071. That's what I'd like. Skeptical trades, don't worry, we're gonna look at it. So yeah, I'm looking for a confirmation low and probably a breakout. But your 15-minute is getting a bearish cross right now. Once it could get canceled out at any second. Honestly, I think this is manufactured bearishness to clear out the longs. That's realistically what I think this is. We are confirming a level right now. We don't even need the back test. We could just break out and start running to the upside. If we do that, we do have a price target based off this price action right here. Could lead us to 124,971. That is your bullish case scenario right now for Bitcoin. Once again, I really don't think that this pullback was necessary, but Wall Street felt the need to do it. Now we're setting up for a possible 5% move out of Bitcoin. The altcoins will love that. They will love that. So good luck to the bears out there. I wish you all the best. You got a winning day. Good job, buddy. Good job. Here's the 24-hour. They had this nice little slew of liquidity down here, 166 million. They took it out. Now it looks like there's very seldom longs to go after. Looks like the shorts have stacked up. So 166 million in shorts sitting right there. What the hell? So do the longs just convert to shorting? Are they going to get burnt both ways? Dang. Anyways, let's go out to the weekly. On the weekly, we literally took out all of your shorts, so the liquidity was to the downside. Still, major liquidity to the downside. If we managed to hit $115,454, there's $379 million waiting there for the taking. Could get a little nasty if we do that. Could get a little bit nasty, because there's a ton of liquidity sitting right here. Absolute ton. The market likes to find liquidity, so you got to be careful there. Anyways, what we really would like is for these shorts to start picking up. There's only 166 million in shorts. Everybody's going long. Probably because there's no real reason to go short, but whatever. So, as we can tell, I'm super biased to the upside. That's probably the problem, and probably why prices are going down. But that's Bitcoin as a whole. Let's go ahead and jump over to Ethereum. Let's get back to the daily. Ethereum had a weird day also. Really weird day. But overall, we eked out a red day, negative 0.64%. That's all it was. A negative 0.64%. Anybody getting bearish right now over that, congratulations. We are in overbought territory, so getting a nice little pullback would be welcomed in my opinion, but if we do, you have support sitting right at 4,096. It might actually be hard to break that. Below that, 3,872. Going into the 4 hour, 4 hours reset and ready to go. All right, so Ethereum right now on the 4 hour, it is setting up for more upside, which is crazy. Next target we'd be looking for is 4,465. If we do get up there, we're going to be fighting for this level, and that is all-time high range. So we'll see how Ethereum does. Ethereum's been crazy strong lately. Let's see if it can keep the momentum going. XRP. Oh no, we lost 324. That would be so terrible. Ugh. That would be so darn bad. Grrr. Yeah, anyways, we have this blue box that will more than likely hold us up for XRP. If we do get down there on the 4 hour, we're sitting right on top of our 50 simple moving average, and the 200 is very close by. So, unless the market makers really want to send this market down, it's looking like we're on some support. So, we could find our local lows right here. It's a possibility. If we do, next leg up could be taking us to $3.54. Let's go XRP. All right, Solana here. We are holding a box on a pullback. This is actually good if we stop right here. Would be phenomenal. Would be absolutely phenomenal. What the? Porky! Back with another stream. Yep, we're doing the 2-dayers. Doing the 2-dayers. Whoa, wait a minute. If we get a confirmation low on Solana, we might actually see some upside. Wow. Wow, but with that wick, we can change up the downtrend. We're maintaining the downtrend. If we manage to hold this level as support, the next leg up for Sol we could see is a move to 195. Let's go Ethereum. 24-hour stream. No one's doing a 24-hour stream. Ever. I will never do that. I will never do that. What is up, pumpkin peeps? Looks like we had some come in, a lot go out. All right. No big deal. No big deal. So yeah, right now, Solana, first leg up I'm looking for is getting back to the 618. 181.72 if we get a breakout. And then I'd be looking for 195 after that. And then after that, you know, we got this 238 sitting here, ripe for the picking. Ripe for the picking. Solana doesn't look bad. Just looks like some normal consolidation to me. Normal consolidation. Could even argue some hidden bullish divergence, considering where your RSI is in comparison to your previous low. Huh. Looks pretty good. Let's check out Uniswap. So Uniswap, what I noticed recently, it has been moving a lot stronger in comparison to Ethereum. So I do, like Damien mentioned it in the Discord earlier, he thinks that it's a crowded trade. And I was like, you know what? He's probably right. Because let's face it, everybody and their sister is trading Ethereum. But nobody's trading Uniswap in comparison. Big payday tomorrow from XBTY, BTC ETFs, Tesla ETF, Coinbase ETF, all weekly dividends retired on weekly dividends. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of payday tomorrow. That's crazy, Doug. Good news though for a lot of people. Earlier in the day, I was looking at this. We didn't get any sort of pullback before hitting the 1618, so we can get rid of that. That doesn't matter. We also wicked up to this 1618. Yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore. So now we're just focused on this move right here, that 26% to the upside, getting us to $13.79 for Uniswap. If we can maintain our lows or maintain higher lows, then we should be able to see that move. Probably by tomorrow. But Uniswap, it is just finishing its 618 golden retrace. So right now we're still looking for that to play out. Still looking for it to play out. If we get the continuation to the upside, because we did have a high and a higher high, continuation would land us between 23.41 and 28.49. Let's see what Uniswap can do. But you're operating off of a golden cross on the daily. You bounced off your 50 simple moving average. About to hit your 618, in my opinion. Let's see this thing work. Let's see it work, baby. But yeah, it looks pretty damn good, in my opinion. Pretty damn good. Next up, we have Bonk. So I posted this one inside the Discord earlier today before the dumpy dump happened. I mentioned in Discord, all we have to do is stay above 2105. 2105 is this lower line right here. Are we going to go down and test it? I have no clue. All I know is we have a bullish cross, and we could confirm our low. If we confirm our low, that would indicate we could see this thing rally if we did that confirmation all the way up to 5300. As of right now, we're trying to maintain an uptrend. We'll see if they can hang on to it overnight or not. But if the daily candle closes above 2657, I'm going to be pretty gosh darn bullish on this asset. But we're going to see what happens. We are going to see what happens. Just waiting. Just waiting. Need to break the downtrend. Get your confirmation. Then you can play ball. Need that break and back test. That's what we need. Last one I got for you guys is Pengu. Where are you at, Pengu? Pengu over here. Maybe we come back down to the 324979 level. Maybe. Or we just get a nice breakout and head straight to 56181. I do think this should be on everybody's radar for now. Even though we had a bearish engulfing candle on the day, this was a pretty sizable pullback for Pengu. This was at 9.65%. However, we still could find some support almost right where we're at. So let's see what the traders do. I just think tonight is going to be more of a boring-ish night. We have positive news overnight, but we're still waiting on the inflation data. So expect some weird, wonky moves overnight. If you don't feel comfortable trading in this environment, It's okay. Wait for market open. See what Wall Street does. The inflation reading should be coming out 5:30 a.m. Pacific, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So wait for the data, I guess. That's what Wall Street's trying to do. We'll see if the UK and Asia decide to front run it or not. We will see. But let's get into your guys' requests. First request from the members is Sui. Let's go look at Sui. Sui right now looking pretty gosh darn good. If we can stay above the box of death, we're doing just fine. We hit that 618 golden retrace. We're pulling back, looking for the higher low. We maintain this level, likely for us to go up and see 519.21. If we come all the way down for a confirmation low at 338, that could be a 53% rally to the upside. But let's be real, let's be honest. We are looking for this higher low, and we are looking for it to run up to 553, which would also be a new all-time high for Sui. If we get that new all-time high, remember, this also was a confirmation low. We could see the price rally way higher. I mean, like, way higher. 761 would be the next target after that. So, let's see what Sui has. But either way, Sui looks super bullish at this point. You just got a golden cross recently. I would say the worst case scenario, you backtest your 200 simple moving average, and then you decide to go long. Honestly, it just looks way too bullish up here. So we'll see what happens. The only time I can get bearish on Sui at the moment is if we lose the 332 level and then we come back up and we bearishly backtest it and roll over. Until that happens, I'm still bullish. I believe right now is buy the dip territory, probably leading into the end of the year. But we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. I do not know the future, everybody. I know it seems like it sometimes, but I do not know the future. Could I check out Worthless Coin gaining traction as it was a 5 million market cap 2 weeks ago? Here it will flip Pepe. I mean, you can hear a lot of things, but we'll see. So, Worthless Coin. We'll check it out. We shall check it out. So hopefully that was a good enough analysis for you on Sui. 4 hour looks great for upside, but you are below the 200 moving average. Be careful there. Looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour you're trying to find support off of the 200. High stochastic, I would not be in a long overnight on this one. High stochastic on the 1 hour usually gets me out of trades for overnight. Speaking of which, I do have to look at the... Damn it. Yeah, I'm going to take profit on my ton trade, which is annoying. Damn it. Hold on 1 second, everybody. Got to take some profit. So, 436 locked in. Locked in? Hello? Locked in. Okay. All right. Over here, we got a whopping 5 buckaroos. 28%. Not bad. 35%, 40 buckaroos. Might be able to buy me a pack of gum, you know. 29% over here, $16. Not too shabby. I can't wait till I build these things up to multiple thousands. I just need the market to not be poopy. That's all I need. Anyways, we're closed out of all of those. Somebody inside of Pumpkin's going a 40x long on Bitcoin right now. Ballsy, I like it. I like it. But we just closed our longs for overnight because I'm going to get peace of mind. I'm going to sleep well. Watch, we're going to see this thing spike up. And I'm like, darn it. Either way, I don't want to think about it. I can trade again tomorrow. So, next up we have Fartcoin. I think Fartcoin's on my watch list. Yep. Okay, we will check in on Mamo and Zora, I guess. Zora. I'm sure Zora had a pretty bad pullback today. I'm almost positive. Fartcoin really jeez, that's a big pullback actually. Hold on. Yeah, that's a really big pullback. Daily candle close below the 200. That is oof. Let's go ahead and clear the chart real quick. So let's get a clear view of... Oh, we're fine. We're fine. It's no real big deal. Big thing we want to stay above is that. That's the big deal right there. We got this little range. Cool, we're back in the range. Once again, this thing can get canceled out tomorrow, so it's not really that big of a deal. We would just adjust our downtrend to this, and you're waiting for it to break out and give you some confirmation. That's really it. As of right now, you technically got a lower low, but it wicked, and now you're trying to find support. So Fartcoin doesn't look that bad. You're deep in the bearish control zone. You're resetting your stochastic right now. Looking at the 4-hour, you're almost oversold. Almost oversold. Jeez. Looking at the 1-hour, you are deeply oversold. That stochastic's doing you zero favors. If you continue down, I would look for support off of 76,389. But I think it's more likely we chop around at these levels all night, and then in the morning we'll get some resolution. If we get a break to the upside, I would start with looking for the 618 coming back up to $1.0151. So this is what I would be looking for to start, which would be 15% possible. It's a possibility. Wait for the breakout, the confirmed breakout. A 15-minute candle close broken out of the downtrend. Focus on that, okay? But if you do see downside, you have support sitting right below you. Hopefully it holds. Considering you're nearly oversold on the 4-hour, I'm pretty sure 13% downside would get you oversold. Pretty sure. So that's Fartcoin. Let's check out ADA. Let's see what happened. Oh boy, this is not a good look. Not a good look at all. Actually, it's a very bearish look. We don't like that. So what do I mean by that? You had a nice little downtrend. You popped up out of it. You're finding resistance. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. However, we do have a nice little uptrend. We're still looking for that 618 golden retrace. We have reasons to go up. We have reasons to go down. We have a confirmation low. We are now in our Chop City zone. Still waiting for this to play out. Still waiting. Still bullish. But we could see it come down one more time, back down to the 69-cent level if things get bearish. Once again, I do not believe it will be bearish. I do not believe it. But it could be. Could be. Or even better, it's great news and Wall Street decides to sell it off anyways. That could happen too. So, prepare yourself. GFI. GFI just sitting down here, gathering dust, no big deal. TA still stands, still looking for $1.62. Unless we fall below 48.7, we're fine. It's no big deal. I would actually kind of prefer if we touched 48.7, just for that confirmation of the all-time low. Give me a double bottom. I would like that. I'd enjoy it. We will see what it does. Not much else to say about it. We look at it pretty often. Looks fine. Yo, what's up, Frankie Legend? How you doing? Yeah, that is juicy. That's really juicy. Weird. Weird. Anyone request ZBZN yet? Not at all. Not at all, man. We're very light on the request tonight, so we will get to that one pretty soon. I feel like the little buying opportunity we got today took the wind out of a lot of people's sails. PNG, Pangolin. TA still stands. We are consolidating. We're bottoming out from the looks of it. So we're just waiting. This thing could take all the way until November 21st. Enjoy the wait. You'll be looking for 34596, provided you do not make a lower low. Let's go PNG. Keep consolidating, baby. Woo! Alright. Moving on from there. Worthless. Worthless. There we go. We'll check it out on MEXC. Brand new token. Great. Great. You guys know the disclaimer by now. Probably going to be wrong on the TA, but we'll see how this goes. There is a level that was a resistance currently acting as a resistance. You now have a area in which could hold you down. That's unfortunate. Looking at the 4 hour. 4 hours getting very bullish consolidation. Are we getting a breakout? Are we getting the breakout? Not yet. Yo, what's up, Pepe? How you doing? What's up? Welcome in. Boom. Previous resistance acting as support. It's a pretty good sign. Yo, what's up, Master E? How you doing? So if this thing does start to move, you're looking for 26641. If you get the breakout, if you get the confirmation, could see 85% to the upside. Let's see what happens. Your 4 hour says you could. Your 1 hour says more consolidation ahead. Your 15-minute is basically telling you, rally on, baby. And you're hanging out inside of the orb, giving you that buy signal. Let's see what happens. Bearish cross and all. Conflicting indicators. Really conflicting. It's crazy. What's up, Crypto Cruise? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Toshi, please. All right, we're going to add Pepe and Toshi. Number 10. We have 37 viewing and only 10 likes. Damn. Didn't know I was that bad. Sheesh. Alright, anyways. Worthless coin. Yeah. Looking like a breakout could come tonight. We will see what Asia and the UK do. Maybe India pushes it up. Maybe. Cookies at 40? Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Oh, shit. We didn't even look at the cookie. Damn it. I forgot to look at cookie. I skipped right over it, went to bonk. Oops. We'll loop around to it. Mammo. Mammo is broken out. It's broken out. Oh my god. On the 15-minute, not on the 4 hour. 4 hour struggling a little bit. We made a lower low. Gotta be careful out here. Gotta be careful. We're still waiting for this move here. That 28 cents still in play. As long as you stay above this blue box, you're perfectly fine. You're still above the 200 on the 4 hour. You're in bearish control zone. If the market feels like getting bullish tonight, hey, enjoy the ride. You're probably going to see that 70. I guess now it's a little bit more, which is 81% upside. We will see if the true breakout happens. You're going to want a 4 hour breakout. So in 20 minutes, if you can have a broken out candle, then we could say a stop loss could go under 13784, and you should be okay. Should be. Not saying you will be, just you should. Strong possibility. You'll be all right. So that's what we're seeing out of Mammo. Nice little check in there. Zora. That downside did not happen at all. You decided to cancel out all of that bearish divergence and spike up there. Sweet. Sweet. So right now, let's see where it went. You even hit the 1618. You got it. I don't know where it's going. No idea. You could pull back, you could run up. It's resetting its 4 hour stochastic pretty quickly. So if it decides to keep on going, well, let's see where it could go based off the trending fib tool. Trending fib. We're gonna go from here to here to here. So you could be aiming at 15996. 15996. If you break that, 226175. We're going to take the bearish idea out of there because it decided to be really bullish. Let's go, Zora. That's the problem with these early coins. TA doesn't work very well. Not enough data. Not enough. Not enough traders either, to be honest. But anyways, ZBZN. Actually, I have that right here. ZBZN. I was looking at this earlier today. I was like, oh shit, we could see up to 12% more downside, but we're finding support just above the 4685. Interesting. We have a breakout. Great. Still looking for that 618 retracement. We really got to see what this thing ends up doing. Really got to see what it does. If we get a break of the downtrend, awesome. As of right now, we're still looking for that 618 golden retrace, which is probably going to line up somewhere around this level here at 5273. Let's find out. 5419. A bit higher. That's the 50%. Okay, cool. So if ZBZN continues to buck the trend, you might see it come back up and test this downtrend here. 7.34% upside from here is possible. We shall see what it does. We'll see what it does. If it does get that continuation to the downside, I'm looking for this 42276 to play a very strong role. So yeah, ZBZN, toss up in the air. It is consolidating. Worth watching, because if you get a breakout of this downtrend here, this is like your first lower high that you've gotten and a lower low. So you're expecting the trend to start coming down. So that's why I'm a bit bearish here, as you made a low, lower low after the lower high. Little bit bearish on this one. It's had a stupendous rally. Consolidating is normal. It is very normal. Let's check in on the pumpkin peeps. Pumpkin people. We still have that one guy who went 40x long on Bitcoin. Hopefully it pans out. Yesterday, it worked until it didn't. It worked until it didn't. All right. Pepe. Let's see what Pepe did today. Oh, we lost the blue box. No. So much for upside. So much for that. We lost the blue box of death. So now we're waiting for a breakout. We got to wait and see what Pepe does. But you're just making consecutive lower lows, lower highs. We could see this thing come all the way back down to 1065. We got to wait and see. Did you hit a 618? Are you going to confirm the uptrend? That's what happened. Came close. Got in profit-taking area. Pulling on back. Makes sense. Damn. Pepe. Yeah. That's Pepe. Well, that's the problem with it being in this huge consolidation pattern. Eventually, it'll break out, and you're likely to see a lot of upside. Because your 618 is up here. This is really what they're aiming at. They're just trying to accumulate, I guess. So yeah, major accumulation. We might not see this resolve until like October. So be prepared for the long wait for Pepe. Be prepared. For you range-bound traders, Pepe is probably a really good trade for you. At the bottom, go long. At the top, go short. At the bottom, go long. At the top, go short. Just enjoy the range. Enjoy it. This is such a wide range. When they're finally done, it should propel this thing really high. Should. I'm not saying it will. Should. Alright? Don't set me on fire at the stake or anything. Don't do that. Let's check out Toshi real fast. Toshi's on its way. It's on its way. It's above a level. Above a level right now. That's what we like to see. Your 618 golden retrace is all the way up here. We're waiting for it to play out. You're sitting right above your 618 here. First leg up you're looking for is getting you to 13814. That could be the next move. Could be. I don't know if Porky saw your Monero XMR request. I never saw it. Did you request that? I never saw it. Where is it? Where? I don't see it, man. I don't see it. But we can check it out. What is this? Close that. Way back? Yeah, no idea. I know I posted a image of it when it looked bullish, and then it wasn't. Alrighty. But we'll check it out. On the live chat. Wait, today? Lies. This is the first I'm seeing your chat. Are you talking about this morning? If you're talking about this morning, I didn't write anything down. I was just trading. If inflation comes in at 2.8%, we gonna rally? I don't know what Wall Street wants to do. They're acting irrational. I don't have a clue. Yeah, I don't have a clue, man. Wall Street's been acting really weird. It's like this is the third month in a row that they've been sitting here talking about we're going to see that tariff inflation now. So they sell off right before the inflation report. We don't see it, and then they buy everything back up. It's getting annoying, honestly. Tonight you requested it. Same time Toshi got requested. Yeah, that's weird. I don't even see that in the chat. Don't even see it in the chat. But hey, I'll write it down now. It's a good thing you mentioned it. XMR's next. But yeah, Toshi here, it just meh. It's broken out. It looks decent on the 4 hour. You're showing bearish divergence. I just think you're going to consolidate for now. If it does start rallying, awesome. You have a ton of upside still. Ton of upside. Anywhere between 13814 and 15127. So we get to play the waiting game. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. XMR. Let's see where it went. Are we confirming a level? Let's go out to our daily. No, we're not. Looks poopy doopy. We're below the 200 on the daily, but we did get oversold. So we have an opportunity. Looks decent. Let's go to the weekly, I guess. I need some levels here. That's what I need. Can we get a level? Can we buy a vowel? Something is that what the why does XMR look so strange? I have to go to the monthly? So I guess right here. Is it this weekly candle close? Not really. That's a level. We know that. You have a wick high. Candle closes. Great. Awesome. We have this right here. No. No. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. So strange. I would put a level right here. Because we saw a reaction. Great. Awesome. Alright. Just straight. Yeah, straight down. Straight up. Straight down. Terrible. Back down. Weird. Maybe I forgot to click the send button when I typed the request. I don't know. I don't know, man. How strange. How strange. Well, it looks like XMR could be coming down to 236 based off your weekly time frame. I got another one for you, TARS AI. Where's AI? So the weekly here, I would like it at 236.10. That would be a backtest of your 50 simple on the weekly. You do have a golden cross on the weekly also, which, wow, we really wanted to come down and touch that 50, didn't we? Going into the daily here. Now that level tracks. Outside of that, we're looking for this to play as a support. It is now acting as a resistance as of yesterday. So, yeah, I'm going to stick to it. I think we're going to come down to 236, possibly. Possibly. And the only reason we could do that is because we don't have bullish divergence yet. That's really the only reason. The way that we can start getting bullish again on this thing is if we get a breakout of the down. Oh my goodness, we could chop around for months. October 15th, we might get some resolution out here. Jeez. But yeah, if we test this area as a support, that's going to be really bullish for XMR. Then we're going to have to deal with sideways chop action for a while. Maybe we pop up, hit resistance, come back down, then break out. But as of right now, just seems like we're accelerating a little bit to the downside. We should find a lot of support at 236. From there, we'll see. Because if we lose that level, we should find support again at this level right here. At 183. How interesting. Let's just say we do hold 236. I'm going to want it to test it twice. That's what I really want. Test it twice. So this could set up for two separate trades. So if we did get the breakout, I'd be looking for a 48% move to the upside, provided we get down there. And then I would look for it to hit again before getting the continuation of 126% upside after that. That's what I'm seeing out of this. But once again, we will see what happens in the coming 2 days. Honestly, it's just like 2 days. So I'm pretty sure that CPI report is the most interesting data that comes out this week. And everybody's like, oh my god, brace for impact. Which I still disagree with. I still really disagree with it. Anyways. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing out of TARS. Being under the 200 daily is a real problem. It's a real problem. TARS AI. It's TANS. Is it just TARS? No. What's its ticker? I don't know what this thing is. I don't have a clue. TARS AI. TAI. Got it. Got it. TAI. TARS Protocol. TARS AI. Okay, we're going to check it on MEXC. Checking it on... Oh, we've been here before. Sweet. Let's clear the chart. Nice. It's on MEXC. Got it. Oh, those 40x longers, they might be sweating now for Bitcoin. So we got a breakout, which is really nice. Are we just floating in no man's land right now? Hold on. What level is this? Oh, we're interacting with that? How interesting. Looks like it broke out of the downtrend. It did. It definitely did. The only thing I dislike about it, you didn't come back down to 2433. If you could have came back down to that, that would have been great. But getting this triple bottom's nice. Do we have hidden bullish divergence? No, we don't. There's no bullish divergence either. You broke out of two separate downtrends. You're going to expect upside. It's just it's a little janky on the chart. So what I would have preferred to see was a breakout and the confirmation of this level at 2503. I would have loved to see that, because then it's like, cool, we're just waiting for a higher low. Double bottom, higher low, awesome. We're not getting that. So right now we just have to be cautiously optimistic, but you just entered into the bullish control zone and you have a really high stochastic, so they might want to reset that. They just might. Let's go ahead and check in on the 4 hour. Now your 4 hour is the one that's giving you all the hope here. Are we going to hold above the 200 or not? 3 minutes will decide. Will we hold above the 200 or will it be resistance? So right now you're above it. You could close above it, and we have hopium for all night. Hopium for all night. This is a tough one. I feel like it's really low cap. Is it? 65 million. Okay, that makes more sense. 65 million. Things get a little janky out here. A little janky. But if we get the continuation to the upside, great. I'm still looking for the 618 to play out. So this is what I'd be looking for right now, but I'd still be a little worried about coming back down to confirm our low. I'd still be really worried about that. If we decided to come back down and confirm this low at 5264, that could work too. Then I'd not be so worried. But until we confirm a low, because we just haven't done that yet. We had a double bottom looking thing right here. Then we cleared the low. So that's where I'm just really uncertain about what this thing could do. But as of this moment in time, it looks like it's trying to do a 67% move to the upside. We'll see what it does. If it continues, you might see this thing go up to 23 cents, 220%. Amir, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, man. Robinhood self-custody wallet has a swap feature to swap tokens between networks. I swapped with for Alien Base. The next day, Alien Base disappeared off my wallet. Why would that happen? What the fuck? That's crazy. I'm not sure why that would happen. If you had the opportunity to swap it inside of that, I don't know. Maybe contact Robinhood, get in touch with their customer service, see what's going on there. Sometimes wallets, if they stop supporting a token, technically it's not gone, it's just not supported. So no way, I don't know any way of you to get those tokens back either. But damn. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is they stopped supporting it. So maybe they did some weird update, and yeah. That's wild. Sorry to hear that, Amir. You swapped it out for Alien Base? But damn. Sorry I have no answers for you. So this is what we'd be looking for. But as of right now, I'm thinking if it comes down, 5264 or 2503. Really nothing in between. I trapped the hash and went to the unknown wallet. Oh, you tracked it and it went to unknown wallet? I really hope it didn't get hacked. I really hope it didn't get hacked. Oh no. Yeah, 100%. Contact Robinhood and be like, "Yo, the fuck happened?" Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. All right, let's go ahead and look at Cookie real quick. Thanks again, Amir. Chad of the chat. Amir's Chad of the chat. I'm sorry it's under these terrible circumstances. I hope that you didn't put that much in there. I really hope you didn't put that much in there. Go look at Moodang if you haven't already. Sure. You're waiting for an email back? Alright. I hope they give you some good answers, honestly. Okay, so Cookie's an interesting spot. You had this level acting as support on top. You fell to the bottom. You're trying to hold the top as support again. You are still in a downtrend, but you also broke out of a downtrend. Couple hundred? Well, that's a couple hundred too much in my opinion. So Cookie right now, as long as you maintain this blue box, you're doing okay. Problem is, you just bearishly backtested off the 200 on the 4 hour. You're going to need the whole market to get real freaking bullish for you, not to be poopy doopy. There are some positives here though. On the 4 hour, you're in the bearish control zone. You also have a very low stochastic. This could get the rally going. By tomorrow, maybe. Your daily, however, bearish control zone, bearishly backtesting neutral zone, and you have a high stochastic, not to mention a bearish backtest of your 50 simple. So if this decided to, it very well could go down. Huge bearish engulfing candle on the daily. You could see this thing fall a whopping down to 10 cents, but Cookie could go as low as this, only if you're bearish. Now, you have to lose support to get bearish. You're already broken out of a downtrend. You confirmed what was once a level of support or resistance as a level of support. So I'm not really leaning in the bearish side of things. But as of right now, with the market being so uncertain, you should keep it in mind. You could go down 28%. Now, realistically, what I'd be looking for is a breakout to the upside and a 618 golden retrace, getting you back up to 28 cents. That's what I'd be looking for right now, and then waiting for a higher low in order to make the next leg up, possibly to 51 cents. That's what I personally would be looking for. I am bullish. I just think Wall Street's playing some BS games right now. I do believe this is buy the dip territory for now and probably until the end of the year. Just my opinion. But when it comes to leverage trading, we need confirmation. That's what we really need. Leverage trades need confirmation. If you don't have the confirmation, just wait. It'll come. Alright, anyways. That's what I'm seeing out of Cookie right now. 28% downside or 89% upside. Moodang. Moodang's been such a weird performer. It's been kind of annoying though. So right now, if we could come back down to 1496, I would appreciate that. That would be great. However, apparently that's a really hard job because what was once acting as resistance is now a support. So we're waiting for the 618 to play out. That's really what we're doing. If you stay above 16,325, you're looking for that 618 to play out, getting you back up to 2, and then a lot of ones. A lot of ones. So many ones. My goodness. 21 cents. If you get the continuation to the upside, you're looking for 31. But remember, you are broken out of a major downtrend, I believe. Major downtrend. Right there. Yeah, you're freshly broken out of that thing, aren't you? No, you're fighting it. Oh my god. You're fighting it. Oh, depending on where you put it. Holy smokes. There it is. You're fighting to stay broken out. So yeah, lots of selling and buying pressure happening right now. Some people want it up, some people want it down. All I can tell you is you just made a higher low, so the fight is real. The fight is real. If you can maintain this uptrend, great. 31 cents more than likely. If you don't maintain it, well, this area looks pretty good. Right there. 49, oh sorry, 04940. So Moodang, it doesn't look bearish at all. But if they decided to, it could get real bearish. If they decided to, it could get real freaking bearish. Right now for Moodang, what I'd be looking for is 28 to 78% upside. Right now. You lose this uptrend, I get super bearish. Super bearish. I'd be like, okay, let's go down, baby, straight to support. Okay. Yeah. Your bearish case, if it happens, 70%, 71%, that would be some meme coin shit. That would also basically confirm those lows. You never backtested it. You never did it. There's a possibility of a buying opportunity. We'll see what happens. I'm sure nobody would want this thing if it fell that low. Nobody would want it. Nobody would want it. All right, let's loop back around to Bitcoin before I sign on off. Let's go into the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute is looking like Bitcoin wants to go up. It wants to. It has reset its stochastic. You're trying to break into that bullish control zone. You have higher lows working for you. You're right around your previous day's orb and bouncing off of it as support. This does have all the makings of a varsity athlete. More than likely, you're going to find a lot of resistance at 120,688, provided you get a breakout. But if we do not break out, well, 116,705 looks really, really good. So let's wait. Let's see what they do. Personally speaking, I don't think I'm going to be in any trades tonight because I don't like how wishy-washy the market looks. I really don't like it. So I'm going to wait for market open before I make any decisions. And probably after that, because I have to be at the gym by 7 tomorrow morning, so maybe I'll be waiting until 9 a.m. my time to make any trades. We shall see. But yeah, things look weird. Compare ETH to BTC dominance. Why? I don't even... So Bitcoin dominance, lower high. That's what we like to see. Want to see that thing start falling. Great. If we do start going down, we're looking for it to come down to 60.26%. We're looking for that, meaning altcoins rally. Those are more likely scenario. Very likely scenario. Still waiting for that 59% Bitcoin. Still waiting for it. And then ETH dominance is going up. Go ETH. But I don't really understand why you wanted to look at ETH dominance compared to Bitcoin dominance. You could have just looked at Ethereum's up 1.7% compared to Bitcoin up 0.23%. That's kind of why I started out with why. Doesn't make sense. You're like, oh, Ethereum's moving. Bitcoin's not. I don't know. I didn't understand it. Did not understand it. But I get it. People like to see their charts. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right. Well, while we sit on our hands tonight and we wait for that inflation report tomorrow, I'm going to get on out of here. I got through all the requests. Today was a rather stale night. Join the Discord. It's free to everybody. I post trade setups as often as I find them. And you can also request whenever I'm not live. But do I have to call the like police? Bro, nobody likes the stream. It's a boring day. Boring day. Pullback day. So, that's what it is. Also, I think I'm killing my numbers by going live more often, which that's probably not a good move on my part. I need to stop giving out so much alpha. Oh, by the way, Wednesday, we're only going to be live on Pumpkin for the evening stream. Only live on Pumpkin. So, if you guys are not a part of the Pumpkin community over here, well, see you Thursday, I guess. Anyways... I'm here, Aerodrome versus Alien Base. Which has more upside? That's a stacked question. So, Aerodrome has a much higher market cap. However, it has way more recognized. It's way more recognized. So, you technically could have your cake and eat it too between those two. If Aerodrome Finance rallies really hard, great. take those gains first, and then you will probably have the chance to cycle into alien base afterwards, just because of how these cycles work. It's like a trickle down effect. So right now we're seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum steal the show. Later we're going to see XRP, Solana, BNB, and all the other top coins start taking the reins. After that, we start seeing the very low caps and then the micro caps. Just kind of how it usually pans out. So most upside potential percentage-wise is probably going to be alien base. But what's going to get you more gains sooner? Aerodrome, more than likely. More than likely Aerodrome. Yeah, the little POS tokens, they will have their day. It's just not going to be first. More than likely not going to be first. So, it's generally how it goes. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Hopefully you guys keep your stop losses tight. Don't get sucked into the random nonsense, choppy BS that the market makers are doing. Just stopping out all the leverage. Give yourself some loose stops. Make sure that you have 4-hour levels of support at a minimum before you take these trades. Get your confirmations out there. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Reminder, tomorrow is members only night, so only the members will be able to chat unless you're deciding to donate. And then on top of that, Wednesday on the evening stream, we will only be live on Pumpkin. So link is in the description down below. Join us on Pumpkin, make your profile, and you can also copy trade with me every time I enter trades during these live streams. Other than that, I do plan on doing a live trading stream tomorrow during the day. That's going to be open to everybody, of course. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a wonderful evening. Take it easy. Deuces. I appreciate each and every one of you for showing up. If you feel so inclined, hit the like button. I'd appreciate that. It'd be nice. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.